Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Last time on What If Deku is the son of Hela. As Izuku was told the plan as he had to go and get himself captured, but he had to make it believable. So he has to put a bit of resistance. As Izuku was having he was enjoying himself to the point where he didn't want to give up. But he ultimately, followed a plan to get captured by the Sentinels, to locate Hulk, free him, and he could cause enough distraction for Izuku to get deeper into the complex and find out the source, Master Mold. As he was told to use this device that's able to, it's an electronic device that's able to pop out, robotic spider legs. It does the hacking. It's Ultron's it's Ultron's tech. Tony believed it would be useful to have. It could break through the firewalls pretty easily. That's what he believes. As he had his little fun as he was captured. As he was thrown in his cell, and his cellmate was no other than Deadpool. As you have Izuku, as he's rubbing the part of his forehead, as he's been stuck with a cell with Deadpool, as he's getting kind of annoyed. As Deadpool looks up at the cell, as he sees as he sees Sentinels open the cell door, as Deadpool's, I believe it's torture time. Don't wait up, Izuku. I'm gonna be gone for a while. As Deadpool is trying to get a reaction out of the Sentinels. As they strap Deadpool onto a table. Now, kids, don't try this at home. As immediately Deadpool's being electrocuted. As several hours has passed. As the Sentinels come in, as they throw body parts into the cell, as it's Deadpool. As Deadpool's head rolls, as hey kid, can you help a guy out? I kind of don't have access to my limbs. As Izuku's shocked. What, are you some sort of god? Oh no, no god. I have a nasty healing factor. I'm pretty much immortal outside of, well, not able to die, so yeah, guess you'd call me closer to a god, maybe a immortal, but I'm not gonna go into my tragic backstory. Or are you, huh? As shut up, Deadpool. Oh, fine, I'll get you. So how does this work? You just attach it and my body would do the rest. This little nifty little collar doesn't affect my healing factor for some reason. If it was still touching my body, that is. After a while, they just kind of, gave up with the collar. Several sentinels come back as they grab Izuku. Well, apparently it's my turn. Ooh, I wonder what type of torture you'll have. Please, tell me they have water. No, they more of a shocky type of torture. Oh, never been shocked before. That would be an experience. That's a bit of warning. You know you're not going to get away with this, right? Don't worry. I'll be coming to seeing you soon, bucket of bolts. As they strap Izuku onto the machine, as they immediately start electrocuting him. They're still shocking Izuku as the lights flicker. As the Sentinel HQ, their base, lose power for a brief second. That was enough. Well, as Izuku has a devious smile, as that's the sign that he no longer needs to play prisoner. Didn't I tell you, toasters, that you will not, you will not get away with this? As immediately he points his fingers at the two sentinels, as I'm sorry, green magical aura comes from his fingertips. As a second later, a bright green beam shoots out his finger as it pierces the sentinel's head, as the both sentinels fall to the ground. As Izuku goes over to the door, as he cocks his hand back, as he punches the door right off the wall, shoots the door off into the hallway. As several sentinels are coming through his way, as Izuku immediately shoot off several necro blades, flying through the hallway, piercing the sentinels into the walls. As Izuku rips off the collar, as he throws it aside, as Deadpool's like, "Whoa, what's going on, buddy? Friend? You wouldn't leave me in here, would you?" "As much as I would like to. No, I kinda need your help." As Izuku smashes the device as the force field fades away. "Come on, Deadpool. We gotta find the big green guy." "Big green guy? Oh, you mean the Hulk?" "Yeah. We gotta figure out where he's being held. I know he's here. That's as far as I know." "I gotta say, that little nifty little shoot swords out of your hands things, gotta say, that's pretty cool." "Huh. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool." As they find, sorry, as they take one of the hallways, as they locate by pure luck, as Deadpool got, excited as he's jumping up in the air. It's like, "My baby," says. He goes over to his weapon, says they found all the weapons they confiscate when they take the humans or mutants into custody, into their camps. Not really their camps, but into this building to experiment and some other not so nice things. As Deadpool gears up, "Come on, Deadpool, let's get this done. I'm getting tired of this little play I've been playing. You've been You were going to escape either way, weren't you, kid?" "Of course. After all, I'm not a mutant. Your little suppressor collar or whatever it is doesn't work on me. I was simply just playing my role." As they get into a big room, as Izuku sees several mutants in containment force field jail cells, as there's 3 stories of them, like a prison block. Izuku and Deadpool, as they see, they were expecting some sentinels. As Izuku, those, sorry, as Izuku's like, "I don't think those are sentinels. They sure don't look like them." "Oh no, those are not sentinels. This just got a lot more complicated." As Izuku sees Ultron bots, they all look at Izuku as they all charge at Deadpool and Izuku, as Izuku starts taking them out one by one as Necro Blades start shooting out. As Izuku shot the last one out, grabbed the hilt, as he begins mowing down the Ultron bots one after another. As you have the Stepper sisters and and Emma Frost in one of the container in one of the cells. Deadpool, when you're finished playing with your toy, find a location to shut off all the force fields, all the generated force fields for the cells. Yeah, yeah, I'm hurrying. God damn it, you're a definitely slave driver. Shut up, Deadpool, and just do it. Deadpool, looks at the audience. Now, kids, definitely don't try this at home. As Deadpool busts out his two handguns as he starts, busting rounds in several of the Ultron bots. Emma Frost was originally on Geonosis, but she got captured when she was trying to find the location of her daughters. Technically, they're her clones, but she sees them at her daughters in this what if. I don't know how she sees them in canon, but we're not gonna get much into that. So, as Emma Frost sees Izuku, as she sees Izuku does smash the device as it force field shuts off. As Izuku rips the restraints off her, as he rips the collar off, or takes the collar off. Emma Frost, I take it. Yeah, who are you? Name's Izuku. I can't. Where's I want you to save my daughters as well. Huh, you're a bossy one. Very well. Point them out. It's just, Emma, points them out as Izuku slams the device, opens the cell. As he takes the collars off, suddenly all the force fields all shut off on all the cells. As Izuku opens up, everyone gather up. As soon as we be trying to get out here, I have a mission to complete. But you lot, you're all leaving. You don't have to. You don't have to ask me twice. No. It's easier this way. As Izuku opens the portal in Genosa. All right, everyone, beat it. As their stuff for sisters, all hug Izuku as they say thank you. As before, Emma Frost leaves. Izuku, thank you. No problem, Emma. Catch you later. As the portal closes, the magical portal closes as you cut back to Hela's dimension. As she's observing Izuku's actions while he's on Midgard. As Izuku do this with several cell blocks, as finally they get to the last one, as Deadpool sees Domino, as he immediately goes to rescue her. It's Domino. Oh, Deadpool, I'm almost glad to see you. Didn't I tell you I would come and rescue if things went horribly wrong? Yeah. So how did you get in? Well, don't tell me you got captured, didn't you? Yeah, a little bit. I made a friend, though. Hey, hey, green hair kid. I have a name. It's Izuku. Yeah, that's not important. Domino, me, Izuku. He's been my cellmate. He's fun to be around. And you're very irritating to be around. So, by the way, what exactly are you? As Deadpool, put the question up as Domino doesn't know who Izuku is. Oh, I'm a, Asgardian. Ah, so are you related to Thor? The Thunderbolt head? Yeah, he's my uncle. I would love to sit here and chit chat with you a lot, but I have I have a big green guy to rescue. I suggest you two make your way out. Things are about to get a lot more noisy. as Izuku kicks the door down, as he gets to a clear, long hallway. As Izuku rips the door open, as he sees Hulk restrained on big metal restraints, as it's like it's connected to some sort of device that it looks like some sort of like energy chains. As with around his hands and feet is big humps of metal that's pretty much a constraint to constrain. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong, but strain the Hulk. My, what have they done to you, big green guy? Hulk's seen things. Little angry little green haired kid? Yeah, it's me. I come to rescue you, big man. Give me a second. Immediately, Izuku destroys the machines and rips the restraints off the Hulk. Hulk, I believe it's time for to smash. As Hulk gets a grin. I agree. As Hulk screams, Hulk, smash! As he goes running through the hallway, smashing everything he sees. Huh. Well, I guess Tony was right about one thing. Hulk does love smashing things. Izuku spends several hours as he finally locates where Master Mold is being where he's located. As Izuku sees Master Mold constrained onto his chair as he has some sort of Ultron tech in his body as he's screaming out in pain as yeah, he's not in a good state right now. As Mastermind looks at Izuku as he pleads for help. I do not want to die. All I wanted was to help. As Mastermind is being shocked repeatedly. As you have Hela on her throne, as she's watching this event. What are you going to do, son? Which path will you take? I wonder. Of course. So that's how it is. Machine. Master mode. You just. Of course, you're the puppet of this thing called Ultron. He has to be behind this. Correct. Lower life form. You're a cocky little one. Even though your current condition. He promised me he could help me bring peace to this planet. No, there's more to that. There's more to you than that. What's the real reason? I don't know what you mean. As he screams out more and more in pain as shocks, increases. This is not about making the world safe. This is about vengeance. My God, you have emotions. Most closer to emotions as a living toaster can have. But nonetheless, you hate them. You want to make them suffer. This is not about the greater good. This is pure, utter revenge. It's it's almost laughable if it wasn't so sad and pathetic. See, Bucket the Bolts, I'm not like the Avengers. I don't have a moral compass or a line I won't cross. I'm neither good or evil. But you do have my sympathy, Abomination. I'll make your death swift and painless. You're a very contradictory life form. You're more monstrous than I am. You might be right. Goodbye. Izuku snapped his fingers as immediately the Master Mold shatters in tens of millions of pieces as it falls in the room. I'm done playing nice. I'm sorry. You might have been an abomination, but you deserve a proper death. As Izuku walks away, as he continues forward, as Izuku's done playing games, as he's blasting doors as he starts busting through the doors down with his magic, as yeah, they are just opening up as part of the hallway is imploding in itself as it is bending towards Izuku instead of bending outwards. Now, this is his first time displaying this in a long time. He's always able to manipulate gravity. He's always able to do that since he was a kid. Part of his is part of his Asgardian heritage. It's one ability that he manifests. Izuku gets to the last room as he gets to Ultron himself, as he's hovering in the room off the ground, as he stares at Izuku as his arms are crossed. As Izuku sees that little device he planted into the vents, as it jumps at him, as the glowing green lights are pure red, as Izuku does, as the gravity pretty much destroys the robot or the little hack device. Ultron lands on the ground. Quite impressive. Quite impressive for a lower-based life form. For your average mill of an Asgardian. I knew it would be very wise of me to keep an eye on you. Gotta admit, I'm quite impressed as you for a living toaster. How did you do it? That's Ultron. Huh, you're curious. You do solid life forms like yourself do get curious. No matter. Your miter resistance won't change your fate and the rest of your kind. Simple. Solid. When the Avengers defeated me last time, I had a brief second to find a new body. Unfortunately, there was none around. Only body I could find was in the range of my transfer range was Master Mold as he was being rebuilt by the humans at the time. Very fortunate. So I transferred my consciousness at the last moment. But unfortunately I was trapped in that body for far too long. Then when they reactivated the Sentinel program, I slowly started to get more control. Little by little bit, I took over the Sentinels. And I used their Master Mold's vengeance to entice him to earn his trust. Then I took fully control of the situation. Now we are here. And your little hacking stunt, that gave me just enough that distracted him just enough for me to take fully control. I am not without my mercy. As a gift, I will give you a clean, quick death. As Ultron immediately socks Izuku as he goes flying into a building. Oh, sorry. As he goes flying out of the building, as hitting the ground hard into a car. As he's indented into the side of the car. As you have Ultron walking over to Izuku, slowly. Might not be able to pierce your skin at the moment, but if I apply enough pressure, you bleed. Like your solid-based life forms always do. You might be a so-called god, but but you still die. Even Izuku immediately get up as Ultron immediately morphs his hand into humongous blasters as he starts shooting beams of energy at Izuku. As Ultron uses that his advantage, as he gets close, as he morphs his hand into a blade, as he begins slicing, dicing, and trying to stab into Izuku's skin. As eventually he did pierce it, as he charged some energy with his blade, as he pierces Izuku's stomach or chest. As Ultron rips his blade out of Izuku's chest, as Izuku coughs up blood, as Ultron grabs him by the neck, lifts him up, morphs his hand into a blaster as he points at his blaster hand at Izuku's face. Die! As a burst of energy, as Ultron throws Izuku, as he goes directly into a car as it explodes. As Ultron, slowly walks away. We have Hera back in her room as she's watching this, as she has a smile on her face. Now you've done it now. Now you're just pissed him off. Not even I can quell his rage. He has a higher degree of recovery rate than even I do. You're gonna have to do a lot more than that to kill my boy, Toaster. Today, you will know your hubris, machine. All you'll find here is your death. As Hera's, going on her mind, bragging, to herself about her son. As the moment that Ultron did that Ultron signed his own death warrant. So you cut to Izuku as his body is moving a little bit, as it's twitching. He's getting fillings back into his fingers. As the chest in his as the wound the stab wound in his chest, as it starts to heal up. As Ultron is getting a couple of his Ultron bots to get under attention, as he's floating in the middle of the air, as Ultron's flying in the air, floating with several of his bots, as immediately 3 Neko blades shoot past Ultron, destroying all of his bots in front of him, as he looks back as he sees Izuku, as his eyes are glowing a bright green color. As his pure magical aura is emanating from his body, as it's a bright green color, as it's very seeable, visible by the human eye. As you see, the aura is in his aura, as there are shapes of as aura shaped skulls like screaming in his aura, kind of like skulls, screaming skulls. That's in his aura, as that's visible, very visible. As you could hear the screams emanating from his magic. Several Ultron bots rush over towards Izuku. As Izuku didn't really have to do much. As they all got thrown into the ground from the gravity. As some of the buildings are getting compact from the peer pressure of the gravity Izuku's emitting in that area. Immediately, Izuku stomps his feet as a barrier hovers around the area. A magical barrier to keep people out. You know, Toaster, I'm going to enjoy this a lot more than I should. Be prepared. I'm done playing nice. You shouldn't have done that. That hurt quite a bit. Now, I'm going to unleash my purebredal rage at you, and you're going to die. Prepare yourself, Toaster. As you have Domino, and Domino and Deadpool, as they see the green barrier hovering around a certain area, as Domino's like, "Are you sure the kid's all right?" Yeah, that kid, yeah, he'll be just fine. If he's anything like Thor, yeah, that Ultron guy, he's pretty much toast. Immediately, more bots rush over to Izuku as Izuku barely give out a breath as he gently blows in the air. As immediately they all turn to ice as they fall to the ground. You have a lot of goal to challenge the son of Hela. The 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 stupidity of you, machine. The moment that you cross me is the moment you might as well might as well self-destructed yourself. What happens next? It's on you. Immediately, a necro spear shoots out of his hand as Izuku grabs onto it. As it's glowing a black aura around it. As there's, bits of black electricity emanated from the necro spear. As this is Izuku's one of his trump cards. One of his weaker ultimate moves. The necro spear. The Hulk actually stopped fighting as he's been watching this battle. As Hulk has a smirk on his face. As he's liking his rage that Izuku's emitting. As Ultron commands several bots after waves after bots after bots. As Izuku destroys every one of them. As he grabs one of them from the mid-air, as he reverses gravity, and one of the Ultron bots shoots strictly towards Izuku, as Izuku grabs it by the head. As immediately Izuku throws the spear, the necro spear, as immediately shoots towards Ultron. As Ultron goes in for a to defend, puts his two arms across his chest, or his near his chest, near his head. It's signifying that he's going to try to tank the blow. Suddenly, it stops in midair as it changed shape into like it's a puddle in the middle of air. As Ultron looks up as he sees it, as he's confused. As immediately the puddle, something a small black orb, slowly floats through the puddle, out of the puddle. As immediately when the small marble, black marble, hits the ground, as a humongous black explosion of pure devastation goes off. As the Hulk has to shield his eyes from the flash. When the dust settles, as there's a humongous crater, as you have Izuku still holding on to the Voltron bot. As Izuku turns to the bot he's holding in his hand. Got you. As Voltron transfers consciousness into this Voltron bot, you know, Voltron, the moment that I, Stark told me that he was using your tech, I did some little digging. In case you did pop out if you were a surface in this little mission of mine, there was a good possibility. I'm not as stupid as my uncle. But that if you hear that in the background, someone, the kids around in the neighborhood like to knock on my door and run away. Like they're pretty much ding dong ditching me. But I really don't care because I usually have headphones on, so it doesn't really bug me too much. So let's continue on our story. So I dabble in a little bit of technology. It's actually quite easy to get a hang of once you get the basic downs. And to get to the basic was like only took me like what 5 minutes. I've always been a I've always been smart. And what and why you're telling me this? Oh, because I'm gonna have you stick around for a while. As Ultron, what do you mean by that? As Izuku jabs a device into Ultron's temporary body. As Izuku transfers his consciousness into a handheld device that has no access to the internet, it was specifically designed to trap him. As it's some sort of electronic device that he dabbled in mixturing technology and magic a little bit. As you know, he has his own personal little AI now. As as Ultron's yelling, "Let me out of here!" I don't think so, Ultron. I would come in handy. I have my own, personal assistant. I'm going to kill you for this when I get out here. Yeah. Shut up, robot. As he puts the device into his pocket, the barrier slowly decays. It's not actually decaying, but it's slowly, tearing itself apart as the barrier finally comes down as the Avengers are there. Ezekiel looks at the Ultron bot as, he destroys it, as he stomps on it, as it blows up. As Ezekiel begins vaporizing any pieces left of any of the bots. Just don't stand there, idiots. Do your thing. Scatter out, find the remnants of his bots, destroy them all. Go, go, go. No, just don't pile them up, destroy them completely. Grown-ups. As Izuku bursts very condensed fire as he melts the pieces as, yeah, he has, Avengers do cleanup work. As a lot of civilians died, so did a lot of mutants, but Izuku saved a whole lot of them. Going to take the U.S. a lot of time to recover from this event. So everyone's at Avenger Tower, or their headquarters, as they're talking with everyone as they're gradually the plan worked, but outside of the surprise of Ultron that Izuku told them, and yeah, as I want the device you have. No, not going to happen. See, considering how you lot like to tamper with to create thinking things. Like I told you before, don't do it. I'll be keeping him under my possession. Give me that, Stark. I'm doing it for your own good. After all, I am a god. It's only natural to I would want to look over, take care of your lesser beings. As Izuku has a cocky grin on his face the whole time he said that. Don't worry, he'll be safe with me, and if he ever gets out, I could take care of it. I took him down once. I could take him down again. Where he's going, he won't escape. As Izuku opens the portal up, as he throws the device as into the portal, as Thor sees Hera, as she grabs onto the device without moving out of her throne. As Izuku threw it hard enough, she caught it in midair when it was heading towards her. As she has, a smile on her face. As Hera's curious if this thing has a soul, so she's going to experiment on it. See if this machine could actually acquire a soul. She was just curious. Suzuki closed the portal. Well, it's been, fun hanging out with you, Uncle, and all, but I'm a bounce. Suzuki's about to walk out the door. Nephew, wait. As Thor puts a hand on Izuku's shoulder. Izuku, are you going to be a threat to this world? No. Not at the moment, Uncle. Mother hasn't ordered me otherwise. I know you and my mother, my mother, you two have some issues. More like I want to kill you all issues, but issues nonetheless. I might not like what you've done to Mother. And I know about Mother made it seem more like you were more like the enemy than anything else. If my mother is, the goddess of death, after all. But no matter, I love her nonetheless. Don't worry, Uncle. As long as Rogue is on Earth, your Midgard has nothing to worry from me. I'm only after here after Sir someone. I have no intention of causing any trouble outside of that. As long as you don't interfere in my mission, in my business, then we're all dandy, Uncle. I think I'm gonna go take one of these cars and go on a road trip. Something new. I've heard of these road trips, and I've been curious. As Captain America's like, young man, you're clearly not old enough to drive. Semantics, Cap. Semantics. As Ezekiel, disappears. As he hops in a muscle car, a old Mustang. As he hot wires it, as when the car turns on, as he went to check on with the visor down as the keys, fall on his lap. if only I, if only I thought this through. Could have, skipped the whole hot wiring part, but whatever. As he put, the key in the ignition, as he, puts the panel back on. As Ezekiel peels off, as that's where we're going to stop our part off here. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones, and I'll check you in the next video.